Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palettes. I'm Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Seth Geis, and from the Pastine Studio, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
Doing great.
Better than the American driver for Formula One. I'll tell you that right now.
What happened to him?
Well, he's just lost his seat.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that was
Logan
that
Sargent.
The Max von Weichenstein guy. What about that dude?
no,
No, I
he's
think
still doing okay.
Max would be all right. He'll land on his
He
feet.
finished second, right?
Yeah,
in the
he
race.
finished second. Yeah, he'll be all right. But I think they looked at Logan Sargent and they're like, Logan, if we just started taking the cost of the cars out of your salary, I'm not sure we would break even at this point. So let's just agree to part ways, I think is probably how they phrased that.
All right. Today we are talking about the La Aroma de Cuba Noblesse Regency, which is a Robusto Extra 5.5-inch by 50. Comes out of the My Father factory in Nicaragua. Wrapper is Mexican San Andres. Binder and filler both from Nicaragua. Price point is $19, and the cigar was released in June of 2024. So with that all out of the way, Seth, what was your overall experience like with this cigar?
Listen, it's a great looking cigar. I love how it looked. Smoking it though, that's a whole other ball game. First third was just dark chocolate, dry earth, toasty. It's getting some espresso qualities, a little bit of spice and mineral in the finish, medium full strength. And it really just kind of continued that way from beginning to end. It just delivered that underwhelming Mexican San Andreas profile. I had a really good burn though. Really good burn, really good draw. So that was really nice. But yeah, just kind of a average flavor profile. John?
Yeah, same. Creamy tobacco in the first third, dry wood, mild spices, kind of a dry wood finish. There was some chocolate on the retrohale, which is, or sorry, let me start over. Woo, where am I today? Sweet wood and lingering wood actually is how it kicked off, and then earth in the post draw. There was some light plus spices, so it was all very restrained, not very heavy on the palate. Kind of a creamy spice wood center, earth and spices in the finish, and I'll get roasted for this, but walnut shells. I got walnut shells. Very distinct. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have to write that down, and now people are gonna make fun of me, but that's what I tasted. And then kind of the poster earth kind of moved in the upwards in the profile as it were, and a little bit of leather. So first third kind of it was good. I thought the first third did enough to sort of move it into the good category. Second third creamy earth, kind of a earthy finish, and the earthy finish was kind of started out like at medium strength, so pretty heavy. And then dark espresso notes as it continued. I think Seth might have mentioned that too. And then again, sort of earth to follow, sweet wood and tobacco joining the retrohale, and then the wood took on some astringency at the halfway point, and the astringency actually was pretty heavy on the palate. There was like almost medium strength at times, and then in the bottom half, medium minus spices. So it was okay in the second third, but not as good as the first third. And then I think for me, the last third kind of fell apart a bit. Creamy spices, medium strength earth, and then that earth just really heavy on the palate on the post draw, like between puff all you could taste was earth, and it just kept building in strength to medium full, and then that sort of finish took on an acrid note at the halfway point, and that acrid note stayed the entire half of the bottom. So that was not a good time. Like Seth said, construction was pretty great. Some minor waviness to the burn, but nothing I'm reaching a lighter for. So that was great. Draw did have a little bit of resistance for me, like a bit of snugness. I called it 2.5 to 3 notches into the resistance spectrum, so it's still good, but it's not perfect. So maybe above average, maybe just slightly above average is where I'd put the overall experience. Aaron, what about you?
Yeah, for me, the cigar started with earth and toasted cedar, along with some light black pepper. Second third saw the earth increase its lead over the toasted cedar, and the final third saw the black pepper move to the middle of the profile. Just an average flavor profile throughout, really linear with just the slightest changes to the fullness of the 3 flavor components. Pretty paint by numbers Mexican San Andreas wrapped offering. Not all that exciting at all. If you like an earth forward blend, definitely give this a try. but with the flavor experience and the ridiculously high price point, not something I'm gonna be returning to. So pass. All right, getting to the scores, start at the top with Seth and I both gave it a 5.65 and John gave it a 5.45. So Seth, how'd that 5.65 match up for you?
I mean, yeah, it's about where I'd put it. It's just kind of an average flavor profile. I mean, it's kind of disappointing Mexican San Andreas. It's just kind of, I don't know. It's just one of those pressed Maduro offerings now, Mexican San Andreas. It's really high price point, $19. Man,
Yep.
I got to pay attention to these
Woo!
some of these things now. Didn't the last My Father get me by surprise by that one too?
Yep.
So
Yeah.
they just, I mean, holy shit. So there you go, $19. Here's a raw opinion. I didn't even take that account. No, gosh, no, I wouldn't spend $19 on this. Does anyone else remember San Cristobal? What happened to those days? It's been a while since those first came
In a
out.
hot minute.
No.
Gosh, things were simpler back then.
Yeah.
Those were like $7 too.
Yep, my score matches up well. I mean, Seth and I exactly the same scoring, in regards to flavor and construction. Just a little wavy burn, but otherwise construction was perfect. But yeah, I mean, this is just kind of throw it in the box with all the other Mexican San Andreas from this year. Just because they're all about the same. So, couple standouts, but otherwise everything else is in the same bucket. So, just a pass for me. I don't think that My Father has been that great with Mexican San Andreas last year. So,
Yeah.
yeah. All right, John, 5.45.
Yeah, it matches up well. And like you said, your catchphrase there, throw it in a box with a bunch of other Mexican San Andreas from this year. That's I mean, the packaging is fantastic. Like the bands are excellent, the design is excellent, but I can't smoke the bands, and so what I smoked, that's a 5.45, and man, it like Seth said, $19, man. Oh man, absolutely not for me.
All right, final thoughts.
I should start paying more attention to these prices on every time I smoke a My Father, because it's, I mean, $19, man. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, for a basic, Robusto. So,
And I say it again. The anniversary series is $13.
yeah.
It's not even My
that's-
Father. I'm sorry. This is on Ashton. I'm sorry. My Father makes this. This is on Ashton. Ashton needs to. It's been a hot minute since the ESG and the VSG and the San Cristobal. Let's take it easy on charging this $19. Let's prove a couple things before we get going down this road, I guess.
Yeah, I don't remember La Aroma de Cuba as being that pricey in the
No.
past. I
No.
mean, I've always
Remember when they used to be made in
like
Honduras?
$8-9 cigars. But
It's these brands that were like, I don't know, they were everyday brands for American smokers. La Aroma de Cuba, Rocky Patel. I mean, it was like Camacho, and then all of a sudden it was like, fuck it, let's just go up to $25. So,
Yep. All right, wherever you catch this video, be sure to like and subscribe, but check out the full written review on the website, developingpalace.com. Follow us on all the social media channels, and you can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts. So iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.
Noblesse.